Yabona ukuthi I'm already looking like a skeleton. Makeup tutorial wabanjani? Hi guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Nogwazi Ndombela, also known as Kwazi Bear on all social media platforms. Do subscribe, be a part of our family, and if you're returning subby, welcome back, darling. Now guys, as you can tell by the title of the video, I am doing a makeup tutorial. So if you are interested in seeing how I achieved this beautiful makeup look here, please do stay tuned. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you're unsubscribed. I decided to do this video because I've been doing a lot of videos on TikTok, like all my sit downs or my story times, and I usually just do like a face beat, and all the ladies are like, hey Bokel, makeup tutorial wabanjani. So I decided, okay, what's against makeup tutorial for the girlies, and hopefully this is helpful for some of you guys. Also guys, quick disclaimer, I don't use expensive makeup. I don't use your high-end makeups because I really don't go anywhere. So all the makeup that I usually use it for my TikTok videos. So there's no way I'm buying expensive makeup just to put it on for TikTok and wash it back off. Like, there's no way. So all my makeup is very affordable. You could get it go Clicks, you could get it go Discam, you could get it go Chinatown. Very, very affordable. Oh, and Mr. Price as well. And my brushes that I use on this video for eyeshadow and foundation, I got from both Shein and Mr. Price. So this is just to show you guys that you don't have to be using expensive makeup to be able to pull off a look. Okay. Okay, so first things first, primer. This primer I got from Clicks. It's Smudge Cosmetics. I'm actually loving it so far. It doesn't have a smell or anything like that, and it's got like a jelly-like feel to it. I love the way my makeup applies on this primer. So I start off with priming my face, guys. It's very important to prime your face before makeup. Whereas in you're laying the foundation, that's exactly what you're doing. So you lay the foundation for what's about to come. You can't build a house without a foundation. So primer is your foundation. Make sure what we are covered, especially in the areas where you sweat a lot and all that. Over the primer now, right? The reason why I start with the primer is so that when I start doing my makeup, the primer is for a while. So after primer, I go onto my brows. One thing about me, I will always start with my brows. I just find it easier to start with my brows. I'm going to be looking in the mirror here, guys. I find it easier to start with my brows. Kunabanye abantu, they can do their whole face first, then do the brows last. I can't do that because I find it when I conceal, then it gets okay? So I just brush my brows up with a spoolie. This you can get anywhere, literally. So I brush them up kanje with the spoolie, and luckily for me, my brows are already sort of shaped, but I do then go in with a brow pencil, and I just start to sort of follow the shape of my brow. People are always laughing at me on TikTok for using the shortest pen available for my brow, but I just find it so much easier to work with a short pen. So this one is like really thick. So there you go. Yaba shape alafu the shape any akatize. And you do the same for the side as well. Then once that is done, you just brush out the front part of your brow and brush it because there's a harsh line there. So you just try to blend it into, oops, okay. You just try to blend it into my brows. See that shape? Now this is where the concealer comes in. Okay, right, to conceal my brows, I use two different concealers. This is the Fit Me concealer in the shade 40, right? And then this is the Wet n Wild concealer in the shade Light Ivory. I don't know if you guys can actually read that, but it's Light Ivory. So I use two of them. The one that's closer to my complexion I use at the front of the brow, and the lighter one I use on the arc. So that's what I'm going to do now. And usually with my concealer I just sort of put some on my hand, and then I get a brush, a flat brush like this, and I dab it into the concealer, and then I start shaping my brow. You see that? So that is what my brow is currently looking like. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side, and I'll be back. Okay, once you're done, can you see color? You take a blending brush, but a concealer brush, and you start and you start blending. Start blending your concealer into your eyelid. Your blender. Now the key to this, guys, is to be patient. Take your time, like blender ingene kahle concealer, you will right, and go over to the other side, and you pretty much do the same thing. Yeah. Right. So blender now. Right. Now for the top part of my brow, I usually use my concealer, not my concealer, my foundation to carve the top part of my brow. So let me get my foundation. Okay, so the foundation I'm going to use today, and my favorite foundation really, is the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 334. Now 334 isn't my exact shade, however I like the finishing of it. So I usually just buy 334. I think my exact shade is like 333, if I'm being completely honest. So I just carve now the top of my brow. Some people don't really carve the top of their brows anymore. They say it's so, but I have my days. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but you just carve it nicely when they is shape. And one thing about brows, they won't be the same, guys, and it's okay. Brows will be I'm a cousin instead of I'm a twin sister. They are never twin sisters. That's something that I've learned over the years with my brows, are never the same, and it is absolutely okay. It is okay. I know I look like a mad woman, but I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit, and then I'm gonna blend it out. And the key thing in makeup always is to trust the process. Trust the process, both dear ladies. But I'm gonna use the same concealer brush I was using to blend La, and I'm just gonna blend the top bit of my brow, so we don't have that crazy looking. And I've got eyebrows that sort of connect in the middle, so crazy business, but yeah. So that is what my brows look like. They're not perfect, they're not exactly the same. This one is always better than this one, in all honesty, but this is what my brows look like. And then after doing brows, I usually go onto my foundation. I know a lot of people do start with their eye makeup, because like usually if you're going to use color, then the eye makeup it falls on your face and da 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 da. But I usually just start with my foundation, then go onto my eyes, and then finish off with the lips. So as I said, I'm using the Maybelline foundation, Fit Me foundation in the shade 334. Usually people say dab it on something else and then put it on your face, but I usually just do this To be quite honest, I usually just do this and it works out okay. One thing about this foundation, the coverage is really good. I really like it. So I just make a couple of spots all over my face like so. And then I get my foundation brush. This brush I got from Shein. It's a flat top, flat top brush. And then that is what I use to apply my foundation. So I'm gonna start here. I've got this dark mark, right? Watch how it covers this dark mark. Like, hey boo. And the tip for applying foundation is not to drag your brush, but dab. Dab, 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 dab. Dab your brush like this. Most people do use a beauty sponge to do this process, but I feel like a beauty sponge takes up a lot of product. So you need to apply a lot more product when you're using a beauty sponge than you do when you're using a brush. You brush in the end, coverage, you get it proper. Whereas a beauty sponge, it sucks up the product. Understand? It sucks up the product. You can see short dip swing, and then you end up using a whole lot more product than what you usually would. I try to avoid putting foundation right under here because I still am going to put some concealer, so I don't want a lot of product built up in this area. So I try just to avoid under my eye when I go in with my foundation, right? And don't forget your neck. Don't forget your necks. Don't forget your necks. Always drag drag the foundation down to your neck. If you feel that you need some more foundation, like I feel I do, you just can apply a little bit more and continue the process. Okay, done with the foundation. This is what my face looks like with just the foundation. And then we go on to the contouring and highlighting. Okay, to contour, I use this LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Beautiful Bronze. You won't be able to see that probably, but that is what I use to contour, and this is how I contour. I just take it directly from here, and I go from the top of my nose, just right by my brow, and I go in like that. And then I go in on the same, on the other side, same. And I just stop right over there. And then I try to do this at the tip of my nose, just to make a sort of illusion of a pointed nose. I already have a pointed nose, but I still do this anyway because I see other people doing it. So that is where I contour, and this is I'm gonna put some at the back of my hand here, and then I do a bit of a contour there. So I usually do this so I can see this line. Then I go right here on that line. Can you see it? Right here. Now with the contour, I don't bring it all the way down here, as you can see, but when I blend, I will tend to just come a little bit down. But you contour to make your face look lifted, all right? And then also you can put some of the concealer there so that it gives you an illusion of a snatch face. Okay, so that is my contour. Okay, to blend out my contour, I'm going to use two different brushes. I'm going to use this big one to blend out this area here, and then I'm going to use this small one to blend out my nose. So I'm going to start on the side, and you blend down, not up. You blend down. So I blend. Now corner, it's dab, not drag, okay? Blend it into your neck area. Some people do contour here to get the illusion of chin ete, but I'm okay with my chin, so Then I go here and I start blending in an upward motion like so. You know what I forgot? I actually forgot to contour my forehead because I have a big forehead, so I usually just try to make it look smaller. So Nyaibona little blend, Nyaibona blend. It's blending. We are blending. And some over here, just so that it looks like my forehead isn't as big as it is, okay? Now, nose. Nyaibona what it's angled. My brush is angled. So it helps me so much with the blending. And with blending, guys, you do need to take your time. Take your time, mtakamana. Don't rush it, because otherwise you're gonna have like harsh lines and it's not gonna look too mwah, okay? So take your time with the blending. Make sure that you're doing it proper. Already, and then I'm gonna blend out this. When you blend it out, you blend it into your hairline, like, right? You blend it into your hairline. Right, now that you're done with the blending of the contour, you are going to highlight. Now, Mena, I like a bright under eye, so I go in with the same concealers that I was using for my brows. This lighter one, Yase Wet n Wild, I use it in the inner corners of my eye. So I'm gonna just go like this. Like this. Oh, that looks a bit crazy. It looks a bit crazy for now, yes, but trust the process. And then I'm going to put just a little bit on the corners of my eye. So, right? That's the first concealer. The second concealer, I'm going to use it here. Right? Right, sorry about that. So I do drag this down a bit on my chin like this, and also under my contour, so around there, that's what I do. Now I'm gonna let it sit for a bit. Okay, so I've been looking like this for a while. I shouldn't have waited that long, but I was shooting a TikTok as well. So I'm going to take a beauty blender. It's a bit dirty, guys, and don't it's damp, ne? A wet beauty blender, and then I'm going to start blending. I'm going to start blending my concealer under my eye. Net. So now corner, it's dab, dab, dab. I'm so sorry, I just realized I wasn't wearing my mic, so if there's a change in sound in the previous little clip, I'm so sorry, but I am still blending. And you want to make sure that you look up, because you want to get the product under your eye there, so that ingakhrisi la the product ingene nakolayini laba bala ngaphansi kwamehla ngithi meso blender nala phansi kwala. It's looking a little harsh okwamanje, but we'll sort it out, don't worry. We are blender la wena. Blender wena man. Akithi big itsubile track. Blender wena man. You see that? And then you want to put some a little bit in the middle la. Concealer, you can sort of drag it into your eyelid if you want also. Guys, this is what you look like. You look crazy. Yes, it looks like, but trust the process. Now remember, on my forehead, when I said the lines are sort of, can you see that? Where the lines are sort of showing, this is the dark concealer. You go back with your foundation brush. You don't put any product, and you just tap and blend, so that's gabinala ma harsh lines. Fana nala hamba nge foundation brush yakho just ukuthi lama harsh lines athukuthi kancane. See that? No product. I'm still just using that brush the way it was, right? And that's what you look like. The harsh line. But don't worry, we're still working on it. Then you need to set your concealer. So every time a wet product like concealer, you need to put a powder over it, okay? My absolute favorite powder is this quick face powder. This is from Mr. Price. Guys, this powder is the bomb. It's the bomb. So I just put some on my lid. I go in with this. So before I go in under my eye, I need to make sure my crease. So I need to tap under my eye. Make sure if concealer right, so that most ufaka powder kungabi nama cracks, right? So make sure that that's all tapped, as you can see. Then I tap inside with the corner of my beauty blender and tap on my hand so that kungabi ni powder ningi. And then I start applying the powder under my eye. Tap on your hand again, tapping the powder into my face, just tapping the powder into my face. And it's so same story by the nose, even on the edges of your nose, make sure, right? And then I'm going to turn my beauty blender around. Now this process is not baking, guys. This process is called setting. So for now, I am setting my concealer. I am setting my concealer. Hence, ningayiboni powder ukuthi ihleli, right? Ayithi ngiboni nala bengifakile concealer, so ngizothi, right? Nala ngizothi, right? Once the concealer is set, ngiyabona ukuthi ngisethile ngiqedile manje. It's set. Ihleli concealer yindawo. Once that is done, then if you're a person that likes to bake like myself, most people don't do it anymore, I am now going to bake. So ngizothi ngishiye kanje ipowder. You understand? Phinde futhi nangala ngithi and leave the powder on. Like that. Right? You see that I'm looking crazy? Trust the process, I said. Mina ngiyifaka ke powder, guys. Ngiyenzela sho. Ngiyayifaka. Right. Niyabona ukuthi I look like a crazy woman. But that is okay. Because at the end, you understand why. Also do the same la. And also to make this part ukuthi it is snatch nakhona, you're gonna go knit so. You see that? Yabona ukuthi I'm already looking like a skeleton. Skeleton. Yabona leon. And then I'm just gonna go with some over here as well. And then on my nose, because we're trying to get a snatch nose, right? I usually just get a small nyana brush and I use the same powder with my small brush and I just go so on my nose. So on my nose, right? The line isn't straight, guys, but don't worry. Don't worry. Okay, now that that's done, I'm gonna go in with this Rimmel London powder. This is just the pressed powder. It's in the shade Natural Caramel. This shade is slightly darker than myself. However, I do just use a little bit of it, and I do this to take off the excess powder, and then I go over my contour with it because it's dark here. It's dark in yan. And then also just at the top la, also on my jaw. Perfecto, perfecto. Once that is done, I then use some blush. This I got from China Mall. I don't even remember the name of it. Oh, it's written Miles at the back. It's written Miles. Got it from a China store. I absolutely love this blush because look at the pigment. Can you guys see that? Can you guys see that? It blush goes on top of your contour, guys. On top of it, above it, basically. Right? Neighbor. Love that. Love it. See that? See that? Yes, honey. Yes. Right. Now I need to remove the excess powder on my face, right? I'm gonna do that with this brush over here. Start removing my powder. So at this stage, I usually go in with a setting spray. Setting spray, I'm missing guys, it's in setting spray yummy, but I go in with the setting spray. This is from Scarlet Hill. It's in guys, so I need to get some more setting spray basically. But anyway, setting spray. So what I like to do after the setting spray, just before it sits, I go in with my beauty blender and just sort of dab it into my skin. Dab the setting spray in, dab it in, dab it in. Hey. That's what I do. And then I'm done. With the same palette that I use for my blush. Sorry guys, I'm seeing some white stuff in my eye. Okay, so with this same palette, I'm gonna go in with the contour brush and I'm gonna put in the bronzer, and then I'm gonna start shaping my nose a bit. Shaping my nose. You see that? You see that? We are going into the eyes. I don't know whether I should bring you guys closer, but maybe let me try that. So first things first, with the eyes, I'm gonna have to make sure that my eyelids just like under my eye. When I started with my under eye, just make sure that yung kinto is proper, right? Excuse me. Once that's done, you go in with your palette. This is what my eyeshadow palette looks like. This is what it looks like inside. Different colors. Love the pigments. So I am gonna go for a purple and pink sort of sunset look. So let me just pack up these brushes first and then I'll come back. So I'm gonna go in with like a dark purple color. I don't know if it will appear as dark on my eyelid. Yes, it does. So I'm going to use that purple with this brush just to pack the eyeshadow onto my lid. So there, it is now packed on the eyelid, as you guys can see. It's the funniest thing when you do makeup and you start doing these funny faces. Okay, it packed. I'm happy with how I've packed this purple onto my eye. And then I'm gonna take a fluffy brush like this and I'm gonna use a pink. Right? I'm gonna dab my brush into the pink, and then just at the edge of the purple, I'm gonna place my pink concealer like this with my brush. Can you guys see the difference in the colors? I hope that you can. And then I'm gonna start blending out like this. Blending. I'm gonna do just, okay, I'm gonna try just do 2 colors so that it's a simple look. I'm not gonna add the orange that I was thinking of adding. Can you see that? Can you see? Okay, I'm gonna continue blending. My lips are so dry. Off the camera, and then I'm gonna show you guys the eye look when I'm done. I'm done with the other eye, and the question is, do you happy now? Do you happy now? So I'm done with my eyeshadow, and then I'm gonna go in with this black eyeliner. It is from Passion Pro at Discam. It was like 19 rand 95. The price is actually still there. So I'm gonna eyeline like we will line waterline. Now that I'm done with that, I am going to get some mascara. I am going to put lashes. I love dramatic lashes, so I'm going to put some mascara just to make sure that my lashes are sitting nicely before I go on and apply my lashes. My mascara is very dirty, excuse it, but it is the Avon Legendary Length Mascara. And then I'm just gonna apply it on my lashes, so make sure that you get it on every single little lash and make them face up. Done. Already you can see about this Avon mascara. Can you see that? Nazin the Avon. What you know about Avon? What you know about Avon? Yeah. Anyway, I'm done with that, and then because I'm gonna put lashes and I'm like I usually go in with an eyeliner. This eyeliner is from Essence. It's the purple one. This is what the pen looks like. Absolutely love it. So I'm just gonna go in. I made like a little cat eye thing on the front. Yes, so that's done. After that, oh yeah, lashes. If you don't know this about me already, then you better start knowing. I love dramatic lashes. So this is the glue that I use. I get this from Chinatown or China stores. It's dual eyelash adhesive. And the lashes I am going to use, let me just remove the glue on them first, child. I know I'm not supposed to remove the glue like this because sometimes I break my lashes, but these are the lashes that I am going to wear. These lashes are from Shein. I got them in a whole pack. I am going to try and put up a picture of what it looks like on Shein so that you guys can cop them if you want, but they're very dramatic, guys. Very, very dramatic. So if you're not a person or Tandi drama, rather not. But if you're like me and you like dramatic lashes, child, then these girlies are for you. Also, ama lashes. Most people ask me how come it's so easy for me to put lashes. What I do is that I put glue on my lashes like this. And then I take the glue and I put some just above my lashes. I've got glue on my lashes. I'm just gonna let it dry, and I've got glue on the actual lashes that I'm gonna apply, and you'll see how easy it is to apply the lashes. I'm gonna take my mirror, look down, place my lash there, place my lash there, and I'm done. Simple. It's simple things. You understand? You me. Now that I'm done, let me quickly highlight. I didn't highlight my face. Let me put some highlighter, and then I'm gonna go into the lip combo. Okay, so the highlighter I use all the time is the Smudge Cosmetic highlighter. It's in the shade Nude. It's dirty, guys, but yeah, you see, I use this all the time, and I use it with this type of brush, and I just dab it in there, pat off the excess, and apply to my higher cheekbones. Same on this side. Can you guys see that? Can you actually see that? Why? Oh, there we go. Anyone? That's what I do. And then I take my pinky and I apply la. Nyabon? Nala. Nyabon? And then I just right, we're done with the highlighting. We're gonna get into my lips. So I don't have a lip liner, so I use the same brow pencil for my lips. So I just put some there on my lip like that. Also like that. My lips aligned. And also I've got like dark lips, so I don't know why I line my lips, but for ilipi, I'm actually gonna use concealer. I'm gonna use my concealer, the same, it's broken, the same Smudge Cosmetics concealer, and I'm just gonna put some there, right? Okay, so that's the lip, but I want to put on some gloss, so I'm gonna go in with this Quick Face gloss. It's in the pink, it's what's pink gloss? It's in the shade Pink Gloss. So I'm just gonna go over it like that, right? Whew, I like how people put what's this, some highlighter on the corners of their eyes here, so I'm gonna do that. Put some highlighter there to make the inner corner shine, net so, and also on my brow, so this area over here with this brush, brush, and then I'm just gonna go in over there. Right, we are now done with our makeup. Let me take off my bonnet and see if my hair looks any good. My t-shirt is messed up, so let me take off my bonnet, fix my hair, and then I'll come back and show you guys what I look like. There you have it, guys. That is our makeup look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and even though I'm not a pro makeup artist, I hope that you could learn something from me. This is the final look. Yes, absolutely love it. Kesana ngathi nje kwi music video yama 90s. So yeah, that is the look. That's how I do my makeup on a regular basis. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.